Hello, everyone that is watching. Have you heard of the YouTube channel White House on the Hill? If you haven't, these 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 are this was a couple who lived in the city and went to the countryside and started their own farm. They started raising chicks and stuff, and then they started going to getting exotic animals and stuff. And then they left their jobs when they started making money off their farm and making content on YouTube and on social media and stuff. And they went from genuinely caring about animals to being really piece of shit people who pretend they're animal lovers, but all they care about is content and making money off their animals. Like, they went from animal lovers to a farm that only has chickens and animals to produce eggs so they can sell them. And you've seen those documentaries about those types of factories and farms where they just mass produce animals and chickens and stuff and make these animals do nothing but breed and stuff. That's what these people are, and that's what these people have become. They're not animal lovers. Like, I'll put a picture of of their recent video that they did on their channel. It's called The Tragic Story of Blinky the Emu. And what the story is that they did on their channel, a recent video as I'm filming this, is that this emu, one, was born blind, and they kind of fixed that, took it to a vet. Then this animal started to not walk on one of its legs properly, and what they did was they took the animal from being around other animals, threw it into a horse stall where it's all by itself, and then they rubber band its legs together. And someone in the comments who watched the video said that the emu, because they rubber band this animal's legs, they said the emu's hip joint was popped out of its socket. So this animal went from walking around, engaging with the other animals, to sitting in a horse stall, not walking anymore. I don't think it was eating or drinking. And it just died. It just died. They moved this animal around, and it just died on its own. They were, even though the animal had its hip joint popped out of its socket, they were trying to make this animal get up on its feet and walk. And then on top of that, they did not take this animal to go see a vet. They just kept the animal alive to create content on their YouTube channel. And then I saw this video, and then I'm looking back at other videos. These people don't care about animals. They're only using these animals to make money. They're overproducing these animals so they can sell their chicks or their eggs for money. They are keeping these injured or sick animals alive so they can create content and sympathy bait people on the internet and stuff. It reminded me of another video that they did, which I'll put a picture of it right here. It was 5 or 6 years ago. It was a duck called Green Lantern. The animal was attacked by a predator, and it lost its bottom jaw, which means that it can't eat, it can't drink. Instead of taking this animal to a vet or put this animal out of its misery because it can't eat or drink without a bottom jaw, a bottom beak, they kept this animal alive. They threw this animal into an outside dog kennel and teased it with food and water until it died on its own. And all they did was use this animal as it was suffering and it was in pain, kept this animal alive, all for content. They didn't put this animal out of its misery. They kept it alive until it died on its own, all for content. These people are monsters. These people have become monsters. they are not animal lovers. They don't care about animals because they're putting out these videos showing that they don't care about these animals. Like you've seen in the pictures, you can go watch those videos of the tragic story of Blinky the emu. You can go look at the video of 5 years ago with Green Lantern the duck with his bottom beak missing. Go watch those videos. Look at how cruel these people are to the animals. They did not put these animals out of their misery, because you get to that point where it's like, hey, come on now, they're not getting better, let's put them out of their misery. No, they allowed their animals to suffer and be in pain for the rest of their lives until they died on their own. These people at White House on the Hill, they are not animal lovers. They don't love animals anymore. They're only using these animals to create content and sell their offspring and eggs for money. That's all they care about, money and content. They're not animal lovers anymore. Any animal lovers out there, look at these videos and really go after these people, because they don't deserve what they have, and they don't deserve to put this facade on the internet that they're animal lovers when all they care about is making content and making money, because you're allowing your animals to suffer and be in pain because you want to make content instead of taking them to the vets or taking or just putting them out of their misery.